to America's so-called recession, cutbacks in school have limited school districts to what they are able to do. Alternative means of income have to be found to allow them to operate the same capacity as before. The tax ratification allows revenue to come into the district at a minimum cost to the stakeholder. Do the stakeholders see the benefits along with the setbacks of this? Not sure, but I want to gain knowledge of this in order to better understand procedure, to see the money that is generated, and what are the limitations of the district. The other two answers are, why are we operating this way? And follow the money. In defining the problem, money in the state for school districts is down in recent years, and budget cuts are coming in the next few years. This is from a letter from the Governor Rick Perry about the budget. In assembling some evidence, I used the Texas House Bill number 1770 and the budget letter from Governor Rick Perry. In these, the state property tax is included in the budget formula that produces money for the school districts. Secondly, budget cuts across the nation have forced state cuts in the upcoming years. And lastly, school districts currently set their school tax for the district to produce revenue for each other. In constructing alternatives, they need to fix the application that is for the federal grant for top schools. This I addressed in a past blog for one of my current events. Secondly, they need to leave the school district tax as it is and make the school districts responsible for generating revenue for its district. Lastly, they do not need to make any state budget cuts to the school budget. In selecting the criteria, I used efficiency, so I can look at the cost efficiency and benefit cost studies. I also use freedom, community, and other ideas to look at government control and how the community will react. I also looked at the process values. Who are the participants? And lastly, improvability. To project the outcomes, I looked at the best intentions and not using my gut feeling, accepting multiple models, magnitude estimate, a break even where the bar is set as low as possible, scenario writing, side effects, and the ethical cost. In confronting the trade-offs, the state had to look at the federal aid with regard to the federal control gained and the state control lost. The money would help offset the budget lost and cuts. Property tax would have to go up, but how high would that be affected if the grant was actually accepted? In my decision, I recommend that the state accept the federal grant for top schools and abide by the federal regulations. Secondly, the state should allow the school districts to continue with their own ratification to allow them to gauge how much revenue is needed rather than the state trying to allocate money to all of the school districts. The House bill limits school districts to the school tax to the percentage that is required for them to hold elections if the percentage raised is too high. This I will address in my individual project. In telling my story, my audience being doctoral students and a professor who holds a doctoral degree in the same area of concentration, I have used the eightfold plan in the narrative to describe and justify the state's tax ratification House Bill number 1770. My recommendations allow the state and local school districts to help and aid the primary stakeholders, the students.